Lee Maracle from the Stolo Nation, grandmother of 7, mother of 4, was born in North Vancouver, BC, and resides in Ontario. Her work includes the novels Raven Song, Bobby Lee, Sundogs, and Daughters Are Forever, Will's Garden, the short story collection, Sojourner's Truth, the poetry collection, Bent Box, and nonfiction work I Am Woman and First Wives Club. She was co-editor of My Home as I Remember and Telling It, Women and Language Across Cultures, editor of a number of poetry works, gatherings, journals, and has published in dozens of anthologies in Canada and America. She has served as the Aboriginal Writer in Residence for First Nations House and visiting scholar in the Aboriginal Studies and English Department at the University of Toronto. Ms. Maracle received an honorary Doctor of Letters from St. Thomas University in May 2009. Maracle is currently an instructor in ABS and the traditional teacher at First Nations House. Ms. Maracle is also a performing artist and instructor at the Indigenous Theatre School in Toronto.
I don't want to talk for too long, but I have to say this is 35 years of my life. In 1977, the Reed Paper Company was going across the country trying to promote its role in preserving the environment. And a group of Japanese youth, one rikshiomi and some taiko drummers, came to us and asked if we would join in trying to boycott the Reed Paper Company art show at the Vancouver Art Gallery. We were successful at that. We did boycott the show and it did shut down. And Reed Paper Company decided that it would negotiate with the government and come to a settlement. We were led to believe that a settlement was reached. And so we went on our merry way with other things, tar sands, clear cutting, all those kinds of things that the oil tanker spills, the Valley spill, all of those kinds of things. So imagine my show, and this lovely young lady, I think it was 4 years ago, came to this very hall, and I had to listen to the failure of our sex. When we take something on as stall, when we pick up that club and we decide to do something, we see to the end. And we thought we had. So my apologies to you and your good father for being fooled. Never again. I want to say too that it's the very fundamentals of colonization. They drag billions of dollars out of the market, plunder the land, poison the people, impoverish them, destroy their way of life. And for that, we get Starbucks. Think about that. This gentleman came on a train. I hope we can fly you back. I'll give the first $20 for his flight back. That's horrific. It's horrific. And it's because we don't have voter support. We don't have Canadian support. And so we should be working our ass off, not just with other Aboriginal people, but with every Canadian in this country. The crimes have to stop. To my last point, Stephen Harper has hijacked my country, and he's hijacked your country. We're going to spend $15 billion on a couple of planes to go kill people that didn't do us any harm? I don't think so. We have to put a stop to that. We have to put a stop to that. In this day of internet, in this day of Facebook, in this day of Twitter, can we find something to do, people, to let others know that this has got to stop. I can't deal with any more heartache, honestly. I just came from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and honest. And no more body bags for Manitoba. No more mercury. Clean it up. Clean it up. That's the word. That's the word we have to know. I hope you get compensation, sir. But the big thing is clean it up. Because eventually that Wabigoon River system joins with the Great Lakes. There is no water in this world that isn't connected to another raindrop. And we're all in trouble. The water everywhere is being attacked. They have tankers, oil tankers, in front of my reserve. And my old auntie is going out there with me in a canoe to face them in August. Honest to God, it's got to stop. Thank you.
That have come forward, but again, will be making loud and clear on Friday. And that is one, responsibility to acknowledge the mercury poisoning in Grassy Narrows, apologize and accept responsibility to fix what was broken. Then safety, fund a permanent Grassy Narrows run environmental health monitoring center, strengthen Health Canada mercury safety guidelines to protect all people. Number 3, compensation. Compensate all people diagnosed by the Japanese doctors and retroactively index the compensation to inflation. Restoration. Clean and restore the English Wabigoon River system. Stop the mills from polluting the water and air. And justice. Restore Grassy Narrows control over Grassy Narrows territory. End destructive industrial logging on Grassy Narrows territory. Joanne Webb, who is a longtime Labour activist and a member of CUPE. She is the Aboriginal Diversity Vice President on the CUPE Ontario Executive Board and the Ontario Federation of Labour. And she's also a member of the CUPE National Aboriginal Council.
Welcome to my territory, because I'm from this. This is some of the things I tell people when we're talking about Grassy Narrows. Since 1950, the community of Grassy Narrows has been impacted by industrial activities in the traditional territories without consultation and without consent. The government would have us believe that these activities are essential to economic growth and boost the economy, the local economy, but it does not benefit the people of Grassy Narrows, far from it. As a result, these activities and the people of the First Nation community have endured flooding, relocation, mercury poisoning, and the destruction of traditional ways of life as local wildlife, fisheries, and forests have been destroyed. This is what I tell people. A lot of people say, where's Grassy Narrows? My heart weeps as we bear witness to this devastating impact on the health and welfare of the people of Grassy Narrows. And our First Peoples deserve much better than we have to offer. CUPE Ontario and the Ontario Aboriginal Council and the OFL Aboriginal Circles stand in solidarity with our brothers and sisters of Grassy Narrows and say enough is enough, and it's time that the government fulfilled its obligations to respect and uphold the rights of the First Nations people. Grassy Narrows is on the forefront of this battle, but we must add to our voices to theirs to protect the environment, to protect the water, and to protect each other. My mother passed away, by the way, 6 years ago on the 7th of June, and I told her that I would fight as long as I could fight for other people that do not have what we have. And I will keep on fighting as long as I can. And I'm with you, brothers and sisters. Thank you.